Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hopping on to learn a little bit more about what it means to be a body partner. So my name is Jess. This is Jen. We're going to talk to you a little bit today. We've both been partners with the company for a couple of years. We're going to share a little about our stories, about what we do, and then how you can get started. So for my story, I started coaching, like I said, several years ago, probably about 5 years ago. I was a challenger in my uplines group for a little while, getting great results, loving everything about it. And so when she talked to me about becoming a partner, I was definitely nervous, and I'll get into that. But eventually I decided to just rip the Band-Aid off and go for it. And the only regret I have is that I didn't do that sooner. By being a partner in the company, it has kept me accountable to my own journey. And that's something that I've always struggled with. I've never been super consistent with fitness or nutrition. I've always been like kind of a roller coaster there. And by putting myself out there to my sphere and showing what I'm doing, that kept me showing up, because I kept saying, okay, well, people are going to expect me to do this, so I should do this. And I am viewed as a leader in my group, so I need to make sure I show up. So it's a blessing both ways. And now, like I said, I've been coaching for about 5 years. I have grown my business beyond what I ever thought possible. I didn't come into it with business goals either. I'm not somebody who was financially driven or who even really knew the possibilities. I just thought, okay, well, if I can help some friends and I can stay consistent, then this will all be worth it. Since then, I have earned a significant income. Insert income disclaimer. It requires hard work, diligence. It doesn't just come, but I have been working consistently for 5 years, earning a consistent income. I have earned trips for myself, for my husband. I've taken my family on trips with the income that I've earned prizes, all kinds of fun things. So we will talk about that too. But that's a little bit about my story. I came in postpartum feeling pretty low. And once I started feeling really good, I wanted other moms to feel the same way and just pay it forward. So Jen's going to share a little bit about her story too.
And every time we say like our stories are so different from how we started. So I started as a gym girl. I always went to the gym. I saw Jess talking about this program Live 4. I'm like, whatever, maybe I should have an option for at home. I kind of rolled my eyes at it, but I should do it. Started with Live 4. The package comes with Shakeology. I told Jess the same spiel I hear from a lot of people, like, I don't want the shake. I have a protein thing. It's not protein, but I was like, I don't, whatever comes with it. Jess told me the thing, try it for 30 days. Long story short, tried it for 30 days, had amazing changes in my metabolism, curbed my cravings. I have low blood sugar. It completely almost eradicated that. I've rarely had any issues since, and I've been using it for a little over 4 years. So I went to Jess and said, okay, I love this product, but I don't know if I can spend this amount of money on myself every month. Sounds like a typical mom excuse. You can, by the way. But I said to Jess, I just don't know if I can. And she said, well, why don't you start becoming a body partner? You can use the commission to pay for the shake. At first, I was like, I don't know about that. Took a minute. Then I decided I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Now, I started really slow. I didn't really post much on social media. I was very scared, which I will tell you, there's my regret right there. I was very scared. I was very worried of how I'd be judged about it. So I reached out to family and friends and things like that and really slowly built my business. And then I didn't really go all into my first like face-to-face with other body partners at one of our uplines homes. And then from that moment, I like fell in love with the community. I went on one of the trips with Jess, with our families to Punta Cana last year that we had earned, which was so much fun, just from starting something to simply pay for my supplements.
Yes, for sure. I don't think either one of us knew the potential of this business. I look back at my life 5 years ago, I never would have saw myself here, going on all these amazing trips, taking my family on trips, meeting a whole new group of friends from all over the country that I otherwise never would have met, came with this business. So if you're thinking, okay, but what is the business? Like, what does that mean? So when you decide to partner with the company, the first job description that we have, which is the coolest thing ever, is to focus on your own journey, be proof of the product. And I don't know that there's any other job where your number one job is to take care of yourself, right? And so, like Jen said, we have Shakeology, we have other products too. I had a very similar story when I first started. I didn't want Shakeology, but it came in my pack. So I thought, well, I mean, I guess I'll give it a try. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel better than I felt in years. So I was feeling really passionate about it. and I wanted to share it with other people. We've got our pre-workout that people love, Energize, and just showing that you're using those products and that they're improving your life. So if you're already in this community and you're already loving the workouts or whatever you might be loving, why not share it? And if you're not in this community yet, why not start both at the same time? There are so many body partners that come in and think, okay, I'm going to start my journey and I'm going to share about it and help other women too. And really, again, here comes that accountability piece. If you're just starting your journey, why not bring friends along? It'll help you and help them. So that is our number one job, is to just share what we're doing. And, you know, a lot of times people can be nervous about that too. Like, I'm not super present on social media. You talk a lot on social media. You have a lot of posts. I don't do that. I can say that the majority of body partners did not do that before they started partnering either. I went months and months and months in between posts before I started this job. And like anything else, you get used to it. You get used to talking, you get used to posting, and we have so many trainings on that to help you. And just know that that's a fear of most people when they get started. So we will help you with that. And so that's our first job, is to be proof of the product. Our second job is to help other people get started too. And it's so rewarding when you have a friend or a family member who gets started with you and they say, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. Thank you. Like, that's the best. That's the best reward, because you're making a ripple effect then there. Then their family is seeing the benefits, their friends, it ripples out. So that's another one of our jobs, helping our people get results. That's another one. And then the fourth job that we have is personal development. Again, that comes back to us. So getting our mindsets in a good space, because really, for success in anything in life, the first thing that you have to have in place is a positive mindset, is the type of mindset that, yes, you will succeed. And that's what we help our clients with too. Because a lot of times when people are thinking about health and fitness journey and maybe starting something new, there's a lot of negative thoughts going through our heads. And it's the same with the business, right? If you're thinking about starting this, what's going through your head right now? More positive thoughts about yourself or more reasons why you probably can't do it? Right? It's natural that we have these negative thoughts. And I can guarantee that any fears that you might have about it, we've had them too. None of us went to school for this. We all just decided one day that we were going to go for it. And so that's kind of what it looks like as far as what we do. We share our journey. We help other people. We run accountability groups online. Again, it's simple. We show you how to do that. Lots and lots of trainings. You would never sign up and be like, okay, just figure it out and go for it. But like I said, it is simple, and it just requires showing up and having a heart to help other people. So that's kind of what that looks like. Jen's just going to share a bit about how we make money from this.
The part of the important part here, there's basically 4 ways that you can earn an income by being a body partner. The first way is obviously like retail sales and commission. You earn 25 to 40% of the commission off of everything that you sell, whether that is a program package or a supplement package or supplements, you will get that commission. So that's way number 1 during income. Way number 2 is what is called team cycle bonus. That basically is, as you grow your business and sign up others that want to be body partners with you, that want to be a part of your team and grow a business as well. As their business grows, your business grows, and you will earn money through what is called the team cycle bonus. So those are kind of those 2 ways that are more, I would say, income related. However, there's the other ones, which are amazing. There are prizes that you can win from, or you can earn from growing your business. And I love those. Those are always fun to get, as well as bonuses. You can earn bonuses as you rank advance in the business. And the last one is the trips that Jess talked about. And I will say really briefly, like, I was not a travel bug before. Jess knows I was deathly afraid to fly, like deathly afraid. Now I get on a plane by myself and I have no problems. We have been to Vegas. We have been to Florida. We have been to Punta Cana. I mean, Mexico, like all these amazing places on trips that we earned, which just still blows my mind. And originally to me wasn't exactly, I was like, oh, trips. Now I'm like, okay, where are we going next? Where are we going next? So it's kind of a nice little perk, because I'm a physical therapist, Jess is a nurse, and there's zero chance that our businesses are paying for us to go anywhere.
Yes, 100%. When I think of the recognition in this company,
Yeah.
it's beyond anything else. Like, as a nurse for Nurses Week, I got a lunchbox last year, so yay. And then with this company, I got a expenses paid, all-inclusive resort trip to Punta Cana for my husband and I. So big difference. No, Punta Cana was last year. This year's Riviera Maya. We're going in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And so again, that was never our driving force, but the potential is there with this business with just hard work and consistency. Jen and I are very normal humans. Like she said, I'm a nurse. She's a physical therapist. She has 2 children. I have 3. We have very busy lives outside of this. So I also don't want you to think that if you would decide to sign up as a body partner, all of a sudden it's going to be this all-consuming thing. Absolutely not. You know, Jen works pretty much 4 days a week, right? In her PT business. I work a couple days a week, long shifts. We have children who are involved in travel sports. I'm going to be gone all weekend at multiple basketball tournaments and all the things. So we're all busy, right? And I think that was one of my big fears when I first got started was like, I don't know about this. I think I'm too busy. And I want to just tell you that everybody is busy, and that if you're waiting for a season in life when you won't be busy, you're going to be waiting a really long time. Because when I started this business, I had very little children. My kids were 2, 4, and 5 at the time. One of them or multiple of them were home with me 24/7 at that time. It was not a great time to start a business when you look at it from the outside, right? But there's never a good time. And now I will say I'm also very busy carting them around to all of their things. I've picked up more nursing hours. Every kid is involved in different sports, different ways. So basically you have to just start before you're ready. So if you are waiting until you feel ready, I think a lot of us kind of did that a little bit. I know that I did. I thought, okay, my transformation, I wasn't where I wanted to be yet. I had postpartum weight to lose. I don't have time for this. And eventually I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to start. I'm just going to start. And that has been the biggest blessing to have that mindset. And like I said, we have all the trainings that we can help you. We will mentor you one-on-one, whoever you sign up with. We'll talk to you one-on-one, kind of walk you through how to get started. It is not an all-consuming thing. If you can devote about 30 minutes to an hour, 5 days a week, it's pretty minimal for a part-time job, right? Then you will absolutely be able to build your business. So just wanted to share that.
100%. And I wanted to talk about my big fear when I started, and mine honestly was failure. I am one of those that feels like I have to do everything all at once when I start. Like Jess said, you don't have to come out here and do these crazy stories and be all over social media. And even something that you get on Instagram and people are saying, well, how do you add like captions and all this stuff? No. And honestly, that was me. I'm like, Jess, I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. It would take me months to learn it. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. You just have to love the products, love the programs, and share in whatever way you're comfortable with. And like she said, we help you every step of the way. So we help you learn the bits and pieces. But honestly, if you're somebody that feels like you have to learn everything before you start, you will never start, because I still don't know everything. I still am messaging Jess like, wait, what is this again? What are we doing? Constantly. I have constant open communication with all my body partners on my team. I have a thread on Facebook Messenger. I have their phone numbers. Like, we are in constant communication for every little step. So don't be afraid to fail or judge yourself against somebody else that's a body partner online. You might have people that you've seen, or you've seen us and are like, wow, I mean, they're recording workouts and doing all of this. Like, you will do these things eventually on your own time, but don't let that fear of doing everything out of the gate perfect and the way that you think everybody does it to stop you from making that first step. Because if I would have let my perfectionist attitude, I still wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, no, and you can get in that analysis paralysis, right? Where it's like, well, I don't know everything there is to know, so I probably shouldn't start yet. That should never be a thing, because honestly, there are trainings upon trainings upon trainings. You could watch trainings 24/7 if you wanted to. The biggest thing with this business is to be on your own journey and share about it with other people and help them get started. That's it. And the way we have it set up right now with these BODi blocks, if you're in our community, you may have heard of this. If not, BODi blocks are basically 3-week fitness plans laid out for you. And then you have a week of kind of rest, recovery, some functional mobility, stuff like that. And then you start another 3-week block. And so it's really good physically, 3 weeks hard, 1 week kind of recovering, and then getting ready to start that next 3 weeks. Also good mentally, because you tell yourself, I can do anything for 3 weeks. So the biggest The biggest advice I would have for you is to pick your body block and decide, okay, I'm going to do this block. I'm going to start on this day, and I'm going to see which friends and maybe family members want to jump in and do this with me. And then just go from there. And like Jen said, you don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to want to help people. And if you can change your mindset, this is what I did when I started. I was very nervous. We all were. I remember my very first post that I put out there. I was sweating. I was nauseous. I threw my phone across the bed. I was like, oh my gosh, no, what if no one responds? What if no one wants to do this? I don't know what to do, all the things. But when I could switch that mindset to be less about me and more about the person that I could be helping, that's what made all the difference. Because if we let our fear get in the way, what about that woman or man that you could be helping by sharing your story? Because I think back to my upline, who is now a good friend of mine. If I hadn't seen her post and gotten started, where would I be right now? So that's what I think. I think it is my duty, if I'm loving this, to pay it forward. And why not earn an income from it, right? It's the best of both worlds and everybody wins. So if you are thinking about it, let's talk to whoever it is that invited you to this call. If you're already in our community, talk to the person that you signed up with, and let's see if this would be a good fit for you. Because honestly, like I said before, the ripple effect is real. And if you can get started and help other people, it will help their families, and so on and so on and so on. And that's why this job is just the most rewarding thing ever. And we would love to do it with you. So thank you so much for hopping on, and we will talk to you soon.